Hello and welcome back to my channel. We have to talk about the white moderate. These are people that claim to not be racist, that claim that they are allies of black people, and then pull the crap that we're going to talk about right here. Alright, we're going to talk about David. Insert David's lovely tweets here. Okay, so you read just a short description of David's tweets. You can go on my Twitter and you can see everything that David and I said. But David thinks that human garbage number one, the officer that stuck his knee on George Floyd's neck, deserves a fair trial. Everyone deserves a fair trial. But him being publicly ousted, it's not going to keep him from getting a fair trial. It's not. He is more concerned about that officer's fair trial than he is about the victim who had George Floyd, who had a knee on his neck for almost 9 minutes, 3 of which he was unconscious. Then all you have to do is press this person's buttons just a tiny bit, and you'll get the real truth out of them. David here thinks that if you have a criminal record, and it's perfectly acceptable for police to murder you in the streets, that I don't get to judge that that's wrong because he says George Floyd has a record. I don't care if George Floyd has a record. I don't care if George Floyd was running around like an idiot for hours. I don't care. Once he was in police custody, it was his job, the officers, to protect George Floyd at all possible costs. And he failed. Then David here is like, well, I have black friends. I can't be a racist because I have black friends. Are these the same black friends that you basically implied were criminals not 5 minutes ago? David is my example here. But there are many like David who speak out against Donald Trump, who say that racism is bad and they don't care about color and they don't see color. But they are the first to ask when a black man is murdered in the streets what he did prior. They are the first to say, well, he was a criminal, so I don't care. They are the first to basically clench their purse when a black person walks by. Cross the street when a black person walks by. Deny them career opportunities because they're afraid of them. That's what David is here. David is a white moderate. David is dangerous. We should be calling David out. We should be telling people that if you act in any way, racist, shape, or form, you will be called a human piece of garbage. I am currently on Twitter's timeout list because I called him trash and he reported me for it. He was mad because I wouldn't stop calling him a racist. He was saying he's not a racist, that I'm the racist. White moderates will be the first to call someone calling them out for racist, say, you're the racist. Last time I checked, I'm not the one telling George Floyd that he deserved to die because he had a criminal record. I'm not the one acting a fool all over Twitter and reporting people for calling them racist. Again, just because someone grew up during the riots of the 60s doesn't make them civil rights advocates. He literally said all black people are criminals and criminals can be murdered in the streets. But yet he calls himself a progressive. I did not know these people existed. I have been informed because as an ally, it is my job to listen. I have been informed about white moderates, and I am continuing the message here. It is not acceptable. You can call Donald Trump out all you want. You can say that you have black friends. But if you are like David, you are part of the problem. Silence, instead of standing up, when you see racism as part of the problem. I am asking everyone I can think of to use your privilege. Call racism out when you see it and don't let it stand. And yes, it's going to cost you. Yes, you're going to get things like banned from Twitter. Yes, people are going to get mad at you. Yes, like me, you're probably going to be harassed, but it's a price that you should be willing to pay to ensure that everyone is equal in this country, to ensure that this stops, to ensure that the next generation is better than we were. That's all I can say. Beware of people like David, because these idiots will and have always acted a fool. And they will pretend to be your face, or they will pretend to be your friend to your face while trashing you to your back. And they are the reason, they are the biggest reason racists feel like they can get away with what they're doing, because they don't think people will call them out for it, especially the white moderate. Alright guys, that's all I have for this group. I have one more video to make, and then I think I'm gonna call it quits for the night. It's been a week. 2020's been a year, and again, let's hope that we can do better and be better, and let's hope one day I can stop making videos like this. Let's hope that one day things are better. But until then, I'm going to be standing up for those who need it, who need my support, who need equality. And yeah, alright, I guess that's all I got to say.